Hello, hello, hello. All right. Hopefully everything's working all right. This is it. This is the big change. Let's I'm gonna jump right into it, mostly because actually the phone capture is having issues with charging, so I better hurry up before it dies and then everything is lost. So let's just jump over, shall we? Alright. As you can see, I am not quite got the usual setup, although it's for reasons. I lost the old setup, that's fine. This is gonna be here literally for the memes. Yeah, you can see I'm out and about in London. It's been a while, it really has. I've been busy with vacation like multiple times, which is nice. I went skiing, I went to Japan. I'm going to talk all about it later if I have time, or on the next stream. I think I'm going to go quite a bit of detail around some of the content I want to do, and so some of that's going to include some of the chats that we're going to be doing. So that's that. But yeah, like, I've decided to switch to a newish everything. New YouTube channel that's completely kind of blank, effectively. Mostly just to be clean. I should have done that a while back, actually. When I first started, I should have just done it. I don't know why I didn't. And to be honest, even my Twitter, I should probably have started fresh, but I'm less bothered about that, to be honest. And I have changed it as well, which all will be detailed later. So that's that. So I think we can probably, yeah, I'll talk a little bit more about it. So you're kind of thinking about designs and stuff like that. I'm going kind of theme that I've kind of said we would do for a while. So honestly, yeah, it's been in progress for a while, and really what I wanted to do was kind of decide on exactly what I wanted. So this, you will not see this little guy anymore, not really. I might bring him back once in a while, but I have a model that's, you know, a lot more expressive and stuff, and I really wanted something that I could actually try and show my emotions effectively a lot better than just, you know, the mouth opening up and down. So I guess that's what it's gonna be. So without further ado, I think I'm going to go about and say goodbye. So, you know, we can pretend to be isekai'd here, you know. We can, yeah, just go. See you guys in a second. Alright, I'm gonna switch over, and this is the new area. As you can see, I've got a little new chatting area. This will evolve just to put a proper chat screen and stuff like that. But that's the plan. I am going to, you know, slowly show. You can see the little tips of the feet now at the top. And I'm going with some classic boots here. As you can see also a little bit of a cape going. If I move myself a little bit, you can see that it moves with me. I still haven't got my head around all the little buttons yet, but that's one thing we'll do. So you can see, and we'll go like relatively quickly. Hey Aya, nice to see you. I'm showing off my new model here. I literally just got it, so you're just in time. Yes, new model. You see, I've got a little sword here. I've got a little, I guess you call it a buckle around the leg as well. All for kind of adventuring stuff. Little pouch as well with all the little trinkets you would expect an adventurer to have. Oh, you see the cape goes all the way to the top. And see kind of my hands. There's a lot of buckles. I think buckles are very fashionable. I will keep going. You can see we've got a little bit more of like this waistcoat thing going on, with some like little sort of tassels and bits and bobs. Little symbol of the wolf also on the chest. You'll see kind of that is quite thematic, for reasons I'll explain later. And then I am going to show the rest of me. I'll zoom in a little bit for you guys so you can see. So yeah, this is me. I'm still trying to get all the settings to work and all things like that. So I'm sure stuff will adjust as we do. But this is me. Name's Kira. I'll go through all the little. I got a little presentation, I guess you could say, which will go through all the stuff. But I think before we go into that stuff, I will just kind of talk about the model and the background as well. So if you look in the background actually, and I'll move myself out of the way, it's basically an adventurer's guild hall. So this is my guild, where I do all my guild master activities. And as you can see at the top is the symbol of the wolf, which is the symbol of the guild. You've got 5 banners as well. These banners, I wanted to put a little bit of myself as a VTuber fan in here, so they are basically the marks of my Oshis. They'll just be there as reference, but I wanted to kind of pay tribute to the reasons that basically got me into this field in the first place. You can see some of these rooms will lead to the kitchen, where obviously we make food and stuff like that. We've got posters on the right, where there'll be all the quests and stuff like that. And then at the top, bedrooms and stuff, because people will stay overnight, someone's hurt, there'll be medical attention. And then a desk at the back where we'll deal with quests and inquiries and stuff like that when they come. So that's the background, and all the credits will come in a second. So that is everything. In terms of the model, obviously I can move around, looking that way, turning around. I'll zoom out a little bit as well. There's a couple of interesting features, if I can remember how to activate half of these. I think some of these things are like, hold on a second. If I do this, I think I can, oh, no, a little bit. Here we go. Oh yeah, so obviously I can take the cape off. That's one of the things we can do. So if I do that, that is one of the things we can do. So you can see my bare shoulders, although I've got a shirt, so it doesn't really matter too much. The other thing as well is actually, so the reason why it is the guild of the wolf is because of this little guy. This is my familiar. Got him in my adventuring days, and yeah, he is. You can call him the mascot of the guild. But no, he's got real attacking power. When we go out for adventures, he'll be there right with me. The wolf name, well, I actually still haven't decided yet. So That's one of the things that I'm going to develop over time. But I have a couple of ideas on some wolf names. But I'll obviously take any I'm not going to call him just Wolf. That is not going to happen. That's not what we're doing. But I've got a couple of ideas. When I settle on something, I will probably mention it. But yeah, for now I've got this little guy, and obviously he moves as I move a little bit. He hasn't got the full stuff, but he's just chilling here as well. What else have we got? We've got the emotes as well, so we can be interesting. Yeah, so I can be angry, very angry, rawr, very angry, blushing. You actually combine them. I don't really know what an angry blush is. Babaka, I guess, is the intent. I can cry. Very sad. Very, very sad. And then I'm dead. Those things don't work, actually. We obviously got the deadpan. And then you can be happy. We can be so happy. Happy, happy, happy. What else have we got? Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm so terrified face. Which actually you can combine, I think, with this one, which is... Although this feels like more of a... This feels more of a... was it like the solid snake exclamation mark? And then what else? Oh, I'm gonna need to and then we've got surprised, like I am shocked. Oh my god. So what else have we got? I'm still trying to perfect how I handle the model. So I think I can do the very classic things of like how do I say it? Let's see. So turning the faces and stuff like that. Move the face around. Stick out the tongue. I don't have any forbidden combinations, so I'm probably not going to do that, but it's kind of fun. I think I can also do the puffy cheeks, but I've really not gotten good at that as well. Let's give it a try. That's also an option. So yeah, that's most of what I think. I can do some other stuff. I'm still trying to figure out how to do the lean thing again. I definitely can do the leaning, but I still getting my head around it. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But we'll move around. And I think there's some other stuff I can do. My body will move a little bit as I do. So like, I think if I do this, my legs will move as I. It's almost like dancing. Da 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 da. And then I can also jump. Wee, wee, wee. So that's also another thing I can do. But yeah, I think that's just for the most part. So what I want to do is I'm now going to go into the next screen and show you a little bit of presentation. Give me a second as I try and figure this out though. Whoop, that is everything. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. No, I don't want the screen capture. Go away. 1 second as I try to find I should be able to add a source. That's crazy. Can I do display capture, game capture, screen capture, specific window capture? Right, I'm still trying to figure a lot of this out. But let's do a screen capture and let's change the screen. Let's do screen 2. Let's do this. Hold on. Oh my god, I don't need to. One second. I'd hide presenter. Okay, fine. Now, if I do this and then I go over here, I show you this. All right. Fine, this should work now. Woo! Okay. That was awkward. Cool. So, this is me, Emperor Kira. Just call me Kira. It's just easier that way. The Emperor comes from my deeds. Whilst out as an adventurer, that's kind of the nickname they used to give me, the Emperor. But really, just call me Kira. It's easy. Age, I could have said memes around infinite years old or whatever, but I'm just in my 30s. That's just the easiest thing to say. Date of birth is October the 18th. That is Adventure Day, which is, yeah, appropriate, obviously. Height is 5'9", effectively, and I am from Albion. That is the place I am from. Very similar to the UK. Some of you guys might know about that place, but any coincidence, any similarities is obviously a coincidence. Wink, wink. Wink. Yeah, that's the way. Languages, English and Jozu Japanese. I speak super basic Japanese. I can basically say stuff like, oh, sengetsu, Tokyo ni ikimashita. And that's pretty much the Japanese I can do. So that's where we're at with that. My job is Guildmaster of the Wolfaz Guild. That is the guild I am part of. And as I said, I am an ex-adventurer. I used to do all sorts of adventuring stuff out in the wild times, but now I have a desk job, which has its pros and cons, obviously. But yes, pros and cons indeed. Hashtag is Kira Stream. I think, funny enough, no one was using that, so I mean, I'm okay with that. The Oshi Mark is wolf and I think it's a dagger. Couldn't find a good sword on, but I think it's a dagger. And the fan base is my guildmates. If you guys can think of a better one, I am happy with that. But guildmates is cool because that's what we are. But as everything can evolve and does evolve, that's what we're settling on for now. Some credits, screen assets, you see a bunch of Streamlabs and Sucolab, which by the way, I do recommend. You have to navigate Japanese, but you can actually get some nice, interesting stuff out of Sucolab. Artist is Dorcia. They are the ones who obviously done all the art for this. And my rigger is Saya. If I even pronounced that correctly, I apologize if I haven't. And they're great. The background was Omorphia. That was the background earlier. And any music you're hearing right now is copyright-free music from Spotify. I think it's literally like top 100 copyright-free music. That's what we're doing. That's what we're vibing with. So, likes and dislikes. I like anime. I don't really watch as much as I used to, I'll be honest. But I was very kind of into it in the heydays of Naruto, Dragon Ball, like all the shonen stuff. But I still watch the recent ones like Apocalypse Diaries, etc. I haven't watched Free Ren yet. It's on the list. Don't hate me. I'm into video games, and we're going to be doing a lot of that. I think that's going to probably be half the content we're going to do is video games. And I like single player stories, Minecraft, League of Legends, TFT, and just like factory games like Satisfactory and Minecraft, things like that. Minecraft, but Factorio. I will probably spend more time doing single player games, but I might do some multiplayer games like TFT, etc. Just as like one thing I do want to kind of encourage myself to do is do more of the single player games, just because I put them off a lot, and I think by streaming it kind of forces me to do that. So that's part of that. VTubers, big HoloLive fan, big V Shoujo fan, and a couple of fans of a couple of. I'm general VTuber fan in general. My Oshi is in HoloLive is Takanashi Kiara. But to be honest, I am kind of DD. I just like everybody for the most part. Like, if I don't like someone, it's usually not because I don't like them. It's because I just haven't spent enough time to get a parasocial relationship with them. Which is, you know, I don't know if that's a good thing, but... I love eating out. I really enjoy just trying to explore new places to eat around. It's an expensive hobby. So it's not like a regular thing, but I do quite a bit of that. And then I also like traveling, and that's one of the things that you will. Oh, right. I love traveling, so that's one of the things you will see me do or talk about rather. And I do want to do a bit of travel content on this channel. I think that my experience of doing a lot of travel, like, I'm not on like the most travel, but I can give kind of, I've done enough that I can give ordinary advice to ordinary people. Like, I'm not gonna go, hey, here's some advice, go on a private jet to the Bahamas. Like, no, I'll probably talk about my trips to Japan and other parts of Asia, trip to Europe and stuff like that. Just general stuff around what you should do and things to see. I love ice cream. I am lactose intolerant. I know it might be TMI, but I love ice cream. I love gelato, so I will suffer through it. I love fried chicken. I enjoy karaoke. I may do some karaoke streams. I'm gonna have to figure out the setup because I'm not in the best audio position, to be honest. So I will probably try and like soundproof a little bit better, but you know, that's where we are. I love fizzy drinks. That's probably one of my vices is fizzy drinks. Big Diet Coke fan, Dr. Pepper fan. I like sake. Honestly, that's when I was out in Japan, that was the drink of choice. Beer, like I kind of like beer, but it's just a bit like bubbly and stuff. So it just upsets my stomach. So I like the stuff that's kind of like gin and tonics, sake, etc. I don't drink actually that much anymore, but that's just kind of where. And coffee, I will drink. I don't drink loads, but I do like coffee. Dislikes. I do not like spicy food. Not so much because I can't handle it, but because I will suffer afterwards. And to be honest, I just don't. A lot of spice is just pain. Like sometimes you get some really good flavor. Like I had some like Korean spice, which I thought was really good because it's actually quite flavorful. But a lot of time it's like, hey, like the curry spice or like the powder, like the what's it called? Like I guess the Caspian stuff basically. It's just too much. It just burns for like hours, and you know. I don't like shopping. My fashion sense is horrible, and yes, end of story basically. The stuff I do have, I like quite a lot, but I will go out, wander around for 2 hours, and then be like, screw this, and go home. Don't like mushrooms. I generally don't like a lot of vegetables. But I've grown on most of them actually. I now eat a lot more than I used to, but mushrooms I still don't like. So non-herbal tea, so I like stuff like peppermint. I like chamomile. I don't like black teas. I don't like boba. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's just part of that. And then Buses, I don't like buses. I'm a train guy. I also just don't like being stuck on a place for like hours where I can't go to the bathroom. And it's just, I don't know, I get car sick, and I'm just like, if it happens, you can imagine you're on a 3-hour bus ride and the bathroom is like, kill me. But yeah, allergies, suffering from that at the moment. And this is like a live reaction of what I look like half the time, is like blushing and crying as my face is red and I am suffering. So, yep. And I do not like hypocrites and rude people. I don't mind having like discussions which are even like a bit confrontational. I don't mind having difficult conversations. I don't mind if somebody honestly has an opinion that's I find awful. But there is something about just being combative for the sake of being combative, for telling people they should do stuff and then, not doing it themselves. And, people who are rude to, customer service people, basically, like that. I don't have time for those people, honestly. I don't have time for entitled people in general. And then I think this is the last slide. Okay, so goals. Obvious goal, stream. I haven't been streaming much. I want to do more of it. Get through my Steam list. I have games from genuinely decades ago that I was buying on a summer sale or a winter sale that I never played. I want to try them all out. So you're going to see maybe random streams that I do once, and that's it. But that's part of that. And I hit the gym regularly, so I'm not going to sacrifice the gym for streaming, or like obviously work for streaming, etc. So I want to be healthy. I'm not looking to become Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm just looking to not die of a heart attack at 40, especially if I'm doing a desk job as a guild master and then I go and stream in front of you in a desk. So yeah, I want to learn how to sing. Learn Japanese. So I was obviously learning quite a bit of Japanese before I went to Japan, and since then I have slacked. But I have a really cool website which I've been learning kanji, which I've not really been doing over the last literally 2.5 months. So we're going to get back into that. I might even stream a bit of that. But I just want to get better at Japanese. Renshu shitai desu. Nihongo. Ganbaremasu. So, and you can see, like, I have no confidence in any of that. I'm a lot more confident when I'm drunk, to be honest, but that's neither here nor there. And I want to know how to sing. I get mixed views of whether I can sing or can't sing. That's why I said, like, I like karaoke. I want to try a bit of karaoke. And look, if I blow your eardrums, I blow your eardrums, right? You know, some of the VTubers I used to see, like, look at, like, Arme and Fauna. Their singing greatly improved. And that's also part of the journey. So, you know, people memed on, remember, Arme and had terrible singing, and actually she sings pretty decently, you know, obviously, before she left. And that's part of the journey I want to do as well. I want to kind of just give it a go. And, you know, it's just fun. And the ultimate goal is to get a wife, have kids, die happy. Particularly on the last part. I mean, you don't get out of life alive. I could get hit by a bus tomorrow. Try and leave a healthy life in some manner of speaking. No idea how I'm going to get there, because I have none of those at the moment. Although I'm not unhappy, but I'm not necessarily whoop-de-doo-y. I don't know if that's physically possible. But that's neither here nor there. My therapist can deal with that. So where to find me? Twitch, which some of you might be finding me now. On Bluesky. on Twitter and on YouTube. I created a new YouTube for this. You would have seen me streaming on a previous YouTube. I did that because I didn't really want to change my name, to be honest. Maybe I'll change it back and I can't decide or whatever, but it was something else. I just wanted, for branding reasons, keep it like that. And my schedule, the the most difficult part, right? Yeah. Tuesdays and Thursdays is what kind of I've been thinking. But to be honest, it's going to be pretty whatever. I'm going to just kind of stream when I can. I'm not going to promise anything, but now that I have this model, it's going to encourage me to kind of use it a lot more. And yeah, that's pretty much it, to be honest. So let's go back to chatting. Oh God, so it's straight into that again. So yeah, that was it. I didn't write anything else, did I? No. As part of preparing this, I thought about doing some funny stuff. Like I was like, oh, what if I asked ChatGPT to try and create this? It created the most awful thing. It created, like, unironically, I gave it a prompt and it gave 37 slides of genuine nonsense. It was like the most dumb corporate thing looking ever. But hey, that's why we don't rely on AI here. You won't see me use AI. Okay, I might use ChatGPT for research, but I'll never use AI art. That is something that I resist, quite frankly. I do believe in supporting actual artists. So if you ever see me using AI art, I apologize in advance. Please let me know and I will undo whatever that was. But everything here is done by the creators that I credited earlier. So that is everything really. To talk about kind of more small bits in terms of what I've been up to, I was away in Jan on skiing. I think I probably mentioned a bit of that. And then I went to Japan over March. I went to Holofez, which I'll talk a bit about here. I'll talk about more about the general Japan trip later. Because I want to make that as part of like the travel stuff. But I want to just talk a bit about Fez here, because that was again really, really fun. But again, it was a big reason why I was away for so long, and then work picked up a lot. So this is me now. This is what Kira looks like. There'll be tweaks. I'm still not 100% happy with some of the setups about my body movement. That's some of that I'm gonna have to learn how to move, and some of that I will adjust my settings. And again, any feedback, please just tell me and I'll do whatever. But I want to hang out with you guys. I just want to stream. So yeah, I know it's been about 38 minutes, but we'll keep going a bit longer. I think the intent of what I'm planning to stream is a couple of things. So number one, just like I said, single player games. Number two, I'll probably play like TFT and some competitive games. The third thing I want to do is create a bit of a series, and this will be like, we'll kind of shape this together in terms of what content that's going to look like. But I want to create stuff around traveling, what to know, how to plan your travels as well. I don't think many people talk about how to actually plan a travel, plan your journeys, how I like to do it. And then about specific areas. So what it's like to go to Japan, things to see in Japan. I spent 2 months in Japan a few years ago, so I know a lot of things to see. And I've been to Korea, I've been to Taiwan, I've been to Thailand, I've been to, I've been to Europe, Germany, Portugal, Spain. Where else have I been? I've been to the US, around even the UK. Like some of you lot, if you're not even from the UK, you might want to know about the UK. I'm actually not as well traveled in the UK maybe as I should be, But I can tell you about London. I can tell you about some other cities as well, Birmingham, etc. And I could tell you about conventions, how to attend a convention. Although every convention's different, so it's kind of this weird thing. I plan to kind of create some stuff around that, and I'm gonna make those more like YouTube videos. Not so well. I'll stream, but I'm gonna chop them up into YouTube videos and stuff like that. So there'll be a little bit of editing. I'll be honest, I am not the greatest video editor. You're not going to see. I like that. I waved my hand in front of my face and it just it thinks I'm doing something. Anyway, yeah. If you see something weird, it's probably because I'm very animated with my hands. But we're not 3D. Not yet anyway. Maybe one day. And then you'll see just my hands waving about, like, I will say there's a bit of Roman blood in myself, so my hands do fly about like swatting flies. But yeah, that's gonna probably be it. I wanted to keep it short. I kind of short streamed this time. I'm gonna make this is not like how normally these streams are gonna be. I just wanted to keep the debut or re-debut stream kind of short. But I'll probably be streaming much longer going forward. I just wanted to, if someone finds this video, they can just watch it in a very quick way. But yeah, I didn't rehearse this at all. I didn't taste this at all. But yeah, I think I will leave it here. Yeah. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. If anyone is VOD gang, trust me, I am always VOD gang for everybody else. Like I'd never be able to catch anyone in America or in Japan otherwise. So I'm always VOD gang, and I respect VOD gang very highly. Even Clip gang. I am Clip gang if I can't be VOD gang sometimes. And also, like, not every stream. You don't have to attend every stream. Like, I don't attend every stream on my Oshis. I attend the ones that I just find the most interesting, quite frankly. But okay. I will leave it here. Thank you so much for coming, and I will see you guys on the next stream. Safe adventuring out there.